Continuing on with class 5. I was we just did an example, and I didn't do everything in all the slides, and this is sort of a cool one. This is me showing how motion gen can be used with the proportions of that were given in one of the figures in Norton's book right here. And I just chose one of the locations, and by doing this, by using this tool, by the way, it makes it a lot easier to try to figure out what his intentions were, like interpreting what these proportions and everything about this book make it a lot easier. We also have another book or another website that I think is going to be quite useful for us, and this is this Dr. Thompson. This is probably a 20-year-old website. If we go to it right here, I also have put this in there. Okay, so this is the website, and we could go to this coupler curve atlas. And let's see if we can make that up there. It's pretty confusing trying to figure out what he's trying to do. You can figure out that A is the crank, B is the coupler length, C is the let's see. I'm trying to remember this, by the way. C is the rocker, and then D is going to be the ground, right? And then gamma is going to be this angle, and it's almost better to go to the main page, back here onto the main page, and take a look at the how to use and interpret this, right? So that gamma here is that gamma for them. There's also this distance P right there. So you got to be careful and match up this how to use this mechanism right there, right? Now, how to use this atlas, coming back to the atlas. And I believe he's generating these by like changing the coupler size. So you could take and use a 3-inch coupler length, and maybe, and by the way, he's always using the crank as 1, right? So now everything is scaled based on that. So like, let's maybe make a C of 2.5. All right, so and let's make a ground of like 4. I don't know. All right, so here's some of the possible coupler curves that are inside here. But to interpret this, these are the grounds where they would have to be located. And then I believe what he does right here, don't quote me on this, is like we gotta find. Okay, so everywhere there's a dot is the point of interest, right? That's onto this thing, because you can see that it's associated with the coupler curve. So like, let's take a gamma of like 60, right there. Okay, so let's take a look at this, and you can see now, you can see that it ends up on the cusp of each of this. But you could also see here's the ground, right? So I believe that's true. Here's the ground, and here's a ground, and here is point A, right here, and here's point B, right? So maybe we want to come back and go to our go to this again here, and go to the how to use and interpret there. You can see those double circles, and there's A and there's B. So here is A, here is B, and here are the grounds. So here, right here, is the crank. Here, right here, is the rocker. In between these two is going to be the ground, right? So what I can do is I can screen grab this. And I can save as, and let's turn this into my 401 into my temp, and I'm just going to go Cedarville Atlas example. Boom. And now I can come back into my motion gen, and let's throw all this away. let's clear. Is there a clear? Somewhere in there, there's a clear. Here you go, trash can, trash. Here, trash him. All right, now we want to take an image and bring that image in. Let's take from the Cedarville. I'm not going to. Okay, it's scaled up as much as it's going to do here. We'll scale this way. We don't necessarily have to move this one, but it's really helpful later on. You'll see, I think, is if you can get that kind of close to being there. All right, so we will try this out. Let's try. Here is a ground, and here is a ground from there to there. And let's move. Whoops. We gotta erase that. Let's see. I think, yeah, selecting there. So let me select this point, and there you go. Here is that curve. Here's that curve. You can start to see these curves as you come through. So you can kind of see how to use this atlas. Interestingly enough, check out what that guy does right there. So let's flip him around. There you go. And woo, that's a neat like thing. And of course, it's not part of this atlas, but it was a neat shape. So I think that is a video I will call. I'm not sure where I just kind of ad-libbed that one. So. Okay, so there you go. That was I left this out. Right, this is really cool. Boom, 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 right there. And so that's the coupler curve for that particular instance right there. We already did this example. Here's example 2. We're going to do that in class, so I'm not going to necessarily do that for you. We're going to try to see who can get the best one. There you go. These are ones that were done by students, I believe. All right, so let's go to let's save this one. That's enough of a video, and I will call this one the Cedarville demonstration. Right, the demonstration of using the atlas.